Happy full moon, yogis. It's been a while since I've done a recorded Howl at the Moon. So great to see you. As always with these recorded classes, we work in a little bit faster. I like to keep it to about 30 minutes for recording purposes. So definitely take the time to press pause if you need to, especially if you're coming in, if you've just been sitting, driving in the car and the body's not warm yet. Allow yourself the time that you need to warm up and work in, because we won't take quite as long as we would in a full hour-long class. So with that, come to seated. The full February full snow moon is on the rise, reaching its peak today on Saturday. Depending on when you're doing this, maybe after Saturday, no problem at all. The moon was probably still able to catch a glimpse of that full moon. So just come to a comfortable seated position, sit up nice and tall. We'll take just a moment and set up the breath. Allow the eyes to close. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Open mouth on the release. Let's get 2 more breaths like that, inhaling in through the nose. Full release out through the mouth. And again, inhale. Exhale. Take just a moment. Set up your intention both for the next 30 minutes as we move through breath, poses, the physicality of yoga, but then also asking yourself what you would like to release for this next cycle, this next full moon cycle. What is it that you're making space for? I say it all the time. We make space on our mats. We make space in our bodies. It allows us to make space with our breath, and then hopefully up and off the mat, making space in our lives, and even broader, making space in this world. So taking just a moment, cultivating what you need for this full moon flow. A couple of mindful breaths, nasal breathing now. Seal the lips, press the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Take a big inhale in. Exhale out through the nose. As always, this breath is your guide for your practice. Everything I offer up is merely that, an offering. Take what you want, modify what you want, add what you want, make it your own. We'll start to make our way into down dog now, so you can get there any way that you would like to. Hands lined up beneath the shoulders, shoulders stacking over wrist as the hips begin to press to the sky. Pedaling out the feet as you get there. Take a shake of the head, yes. Take a shake of the head, no. Take a wide stance of the feet at the back of the mat. Begin to walk the hands to the feet. Hands to the feet, back of the mat. Hanging here, feet are slightly wide, so I'd say at least hip width, maybe even a tad bit wider. See what feels good. Little movement, bending one knee, straightening the other. Again, head is just hanging here. Super soft in the knees now as we roll up, stacking this body up one vertebrae at a time, coming all the way up to the top. Head will be the last thing to come up. When it does come up, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Take just a moment, palms facing outward, thumbs facing outward. Just that little movement of the changing of the thumbs facing outward opens up the shoulders. Take the gaze up to the sky. Can you squeeze the glutes, engage the core, feel the strength of your body? Breath in. Breath out, tuck the chin, allow the hands to just slide right down the front side of the body as we work our way right back into that forward fold. Walking the hands out now, brief pit stop, downward facing dog for a full breath in and a full breath out. Continue walking the hands out, high plank, shoulders stacked over wrist, entire body strong and solid here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward over the wrist. Exhale, keeping the elbows in tight, lowering halfway. Inhale, tops of the feet press into the mat, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rolling up onto toes. Take a deep bend in the knees. Step or float, feet to hands, front of the mat. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale the fingertips down, reach wide, stretch high, all the way up, extended mountain, squeeze the glutes. On the exhale, open the heart. So cactus arms here. Again, squeezing the glutes. Entire back side of the body is activated, so the entire front side of the body can open. Gaze is soft and on the sky. Inhale, reach tall again. Exhale, palms coming through heart center, diving forward, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, right back down, forward fold. Hands next to feet, step the right foot back, and then immediately right knee down into a knee down lunge. We'll crawl the hands up, just using our left knee for balance here, and also just a little place to put our hands. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, press the hips forward. Again, hands are just placed on that left knee. Hips are pressing forward. You should immediately feel the right hip flexor, front of the hip open up. Go ahead and squeeze that right glute. Again, protecting the low back as you lean in here. So notice the left knee can come all the way out over the left toes. We want a deep, deep, deep forward knee down lunge. Scoochity scooch it back up, heel toe out with the left foot, toes facing out. So I've got my foot just on the edge of the left side of the yoga mat. So, play with it a little bit, but that's probably about where you want it. Toes facing out. Left hand slides down the inside, just inside the left knee. Give yourself a little bit of pressure. Knee pressing into the back of the left hand. Squeeze the right glute. Tilt the pelvis forward. Take a big reach up to the sky. Inhaling. Exhale again, gentle press here. You should feel a really nice opening on the front of the right hip now. Big breath in, big breath out. Back out of that revolve just a little bit. Right hand, almost like it's a paw, coming down, placing on the mat. Turn and face those left toes. Unfurl the left fingertips to the sky. As you do that, that left knee will fall open just a bit. Left hip gets a little love already. Big breath in. Hold, stretch. Happy hips on the breath out. Take the left palm down. Now you'll probably have to square up to the front of your mat if the left foot is out super wide. Bring it back in just a little bit. Left toes facing forward, both hands to the inside of that left foot. Roll the toes of the right foot under, fire up the right leg for a deep runner's lunge. We'll hold here, sinking into this stretch for a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhaling here. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, drop in, deep yogi squat. Inhaling here. Exhale, palms back to the mat, straightening out the legs, toes facing forward, finding that slightly wide forward fold. Little side to side here will probably feel nice, bending one knee, straightening the other, coming back to stillness, soft in the knees, slow roll up. Slow roll up to the top. Head will be the last thing to come up. When it does, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Step the feet together. Take a nice big inhale as the fingertips sweep down, sweep wide, and then high. Extended mountain. Squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Inhaling here. Exhale, open up the heart, cactus arms. Again, squeeze the glutes. Gaze softly to the sky. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, hands through heart center, diving down, forward fold. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Deeper bend in the knees, hands next to feet. Stepping back now, left foot. Left foot steps back, left knee immediately finds the mat. Crawling up, use the right knee or thigh now to press you up and just place the hands on that right knee. Take a breath in. On the breath out, hips press forward, getting that deep stretch in this knee down lunge. Are you squeezing the left glute? Are you feeling the opening in the front of the left hip? Is the right knee coming all the way out over the right toes? Big breath in. Breath out. Back out of that just a little bit. Heel toe the right foot out, right toes facing just on the diagonal. Right hand diving down to the inside of the right knee. A little bit of pressure. Knee into the back of the hand. Sweeping the left arm high, squeezing that left glute. And you know, I didn't say it before we went into the stretch. I did on the other side, but not this side. Tilt the pelvis forward. So we'll actually come back up to the top just to make sure we've got that. So squeeze the left hip, tilt the pelvis forward, then get that opening. Big breath in. Hold for the breath out. Inhaling here. On the exhale, back out of the revolve as this left hand is a paw. It comes down and finds the mat. Turn and face those right toes so you can unfurl the right fingertips to the sky and let that right knee open a little bit in the process. Just like I said on the other side, happy hips all the way around. Breath in, breath out. Right hand comes down, square everything up to the front of the mat. So you may need to heel toe in just a bit with the right foot, right toes facing forward now. Fire up the left leg, deep runner's lunge. Big breath in. Hold for the breath out. Inhaling. On the exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, deep yogi squat. Big breath in. Breath out, palms to the mat, toes facing forward, lift the hips, straightening out the legs for a little side to side in this forward fold. Soften the knees now. Let's stack it up, rolling these bodies up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up to the top. Head is the last thing to come up, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Step the feet together. Take a nice big inhale. Fingertips down, wide, high, reach, stretch. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, palms to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, deeper bend in the knees, hands next to feet. Right foot steps back, right knee immediately coming down. This time, fingertips stay placed on the mat. Hips press forward, similar to where we were just a moment ago, but fingertips are down on the mat now for this knee down lunge, reaching forward first. Now walking the hands back as we straighten out the left leg, flexing the left toes back to us. Fingertip touch here. Hips sitting back towards that right heel. It's a nice stretch for the left hamstring. Crawling the hands back forward again, get that press of the hips forward. Start to even it out now. So about a 90-90 bend in both legs. If the right toes are not already rolled under, roll the right toes under. Fire up the right leg. Fingertips on the mat for a second. And then extending the arms out to balance. So we're hovering here. Crescent lunge. So on the ball of the right foot, chest is hovering, arms out for balance. Take a breath in. Hold steady on the breath out. Inhale, starting to transition now. Sweep the arms high and then open it up on the exhale. Warrior two, left side. Big breath in. Sink a little deeper, committing to that warrior two lunge on the breath out. Right fingertips trailing down the right leg, left arm reaching high. Go up to go back, reverse warrior. Big breath in. Breath out, left forearm to left thigh, right fingertips extending to the sky. Side angle lunge, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, sweep the right arm high again. Right fingertips trailing down the right leg. Remember, keep the height as you fall back, reverse warrior. Inhale, pit stop warrior two, straightening out the left leg, right fingertips reaching forward. So we're inhaling, we're reaching. When you can't reach anymore, exhale, diving in, triangle pose. Left hand to the inside of the left leg, right fingertips reaching to the sky. This right hip is opening. This right shoulder is opening. Big breath in. Hold for the breath out. Starting to transition now, the right fingertips pull us high, turning to face the long side of your yoga mat for star pose. So you may need a couple of scooches with the feet, no big deal. Heels are in, toes are out, fingertips reaching to the sky, shining bright like a star. Big breath in. Breath out, hands coming through heart center. Bend the right knee deep, find a deep lateral lunge. Breath in. Breath out, transitioning to a low lunge facing the back of your mat. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Fingertip touch, left knee comes down. Just like we did on the other side, the right fingertips crawling forward as you press the hips forward here. Big breath in. Start to walk the hands back on the breath out. Here's that half split, this time for the right hamstring. Flexing right toes back to us, hips are sitting back towards that left heel. Fingertip touch here, breath in. Breath out, walking the hands back forward, press the hips forward, get that lunge, and then back out just a little bit, about a 90-90 with each leg. Doesn't have to be exact. Fingertip touch. If the toes of the left foot are not already rolled under, roll them under. Fire up the left leg. Start to play with balance, arms out, hovering here, finding that hovering crescent lunge. Chest is just hovering over the right thigh, inhaling here. Hold for the exhale. Starting to move now, the inhale sweeps us high. The exhale opens us out. Warrior two, right side, big breath in. Oh, go ahead and commit to that warrior two lunge on the breath out. Left fingertips trailing down the left leg, right arm reaches high. Go up to go back. Reverse warrior. Big breath in. Breath out, right forearm to right thigh, left fingertips to the sky, side angle lunge. Inhales. Hold for the exhales. Inhale, reach tall again. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale, pit stop, warrior two. Straighten out the right leg. Inhale, reaching. Fingertips, reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, exhale. Triangle pose. Right hand to the inside of the right leg. The left hip is opening. The left shoulder is opening. Core so strong, holding you here. Inhaling, holding for the exhale. The next inhale, we start to move, transitioning back to that star pose. So just like we did on the other side, may need to scooch the feet a little bit. Heels are in, toes are out, fingertips reaching high, shining bright, inhaling. Exhale, hands coming through heart center, deep bend in the left knee, lateral lunge. Breath in, breath out. Make your way to that low lunge now. So turning to face the front of your yoga mat again. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Big breath in. Breath out. Step the right foot to meet the left, front of the mat. Heel toe out to about shoulder width. Peace fingers to big toes. Inhaling, pull the chest forward. Exhale, pull the chest down as the elbows pull outward. So you'll want to keep a deep bend in the knees here. We want compression. So the chest has a connection with the thighs. Inhaling here. Pull it in on the exhale. We'll start playing with our standing balance a little bit here. So release just a bit out of that deep compression and pull. Keep your right peace fingers on the right big toe. Allow the hips to drop down just a little bit. Left hand is out for balance. From the ground, we'll build a tree pose here. So start to shift the weight to the left foot. Nice and slow. Play with lifting the right foot, eventually coming up. Woo! Little balance checks. As you pull that right knee up into the right armpit, get the stretch first. Then find a place for tree pose so the right foot can come to the inside of the right thigh, inside of the left thigh, inside of the left calf, or a kickstand right down on the mat. Your choice. Growing some branches, extending the arms out, extending the arms up. Anything that feels good to you here. Big breath in. Breath out, begin to lift the right knee up and off, hugging the right knee into the chest. You've got a couple of choices here. We're gonna keep playing with this standing balance. You can hug the right knee in. You can also take peace fingers back to the right big toes for a full extension out. So your choice, either holding the right knee or peace fingers to right big toes and extending the right leg. Either way, with leg extended or knee, start to take that right leg out to the side. So either holding the toes or with the knee, opening it out. Your choice. Draw it back into center, left hand, either coming to the outside of the right knee, or if the leg's extended, left hand to the outside of the right foot. Either way, right hand drops down and back for the revolve. Breath in, hold for the breath out. Releasing the revolve, and either way, we'll meet back, hugging that right knee in tight. You can probably stay right where you are. I'm gonna turn since I've got a garage door behind me, I don't want to kick into it. So hugging that right knee back in tight, hands out for balance, breath in, breath out, the chest tips forward, finding airplane pose, that right leg flies high, turn the toes inward, square the hips, breath in. You're welcome to stay right here if you want to play with half moon, hands to heart center. On the breath out, left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky. Open the hips. I say this a lot. It's warrior two, but with the right leg flying high. Breath in. Breath out, either from airplane or half moon. Both hands come to the mat. Shoulders are square, hips are square, right leg still flying high. Find a standing split here. Breath in. Breath out, bring the right leg down, cross it in front of the left, find a cross leg forward fold, and then just play. You'll probably want to heel toe the left foot over a little bit so you can roll to the outside edge of the left foot. It will give you a nice release on the outside of the left hip down into the IT band. Should feel really good after that little standing balance series. Big breath in, hold, sink. Again, play with what you need to release that left hip. Begin to unwind the legs, about a shoulder width stance. Peace fingers to big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull the chest in as the elbows pull out. Compression here, much like on the other side. We'll start building now a tree pose from the ground up. So peace fingers stay on the left big toes, the right hand is out for balance. Begin to shift the weight to the right foot. Play with lifting the left foot first to get the hang of it, and then begin building your tree pose. All balance checks welcome, right? So first, pull the left knee up as if it's gonna come up into the left armpit, and then find a place. Left foot can come as a kickstand, just at the ankle, can come to the calf, can come all the way up to the inside of the right thigh. Your choice. Grow you some branches. Anything in tree pose that feels good to you. One more breath in. Hold. Feel your roots grounding down on the breath out. I think I got a big breeze right there. All right, let's start playing with balance even more. So start with hugging the left knee in, and just like on the other side, you've got choices. You can keep it with just the knee in, or you can take peace fingers to the left big toes and extend the left leg strong and straight. Right hand is out for balance. Breath in, breath out. Either way, with the leg straight, holding the toes, or with the left hand, pressing the left knee out. Your choice, finding that opening. Either way, draw the left leg back in, and again, your choice. Right hand, either coming to the outside of the right knee, or if you've got the leg extended, right hand coming to the outside of the left foot. Left hand drops down and then back, finding the revolve. Inhaling here. Hold for the exhale. The next inhale releases us. We'll all meet back, hugging that left knee in nice and tight. Hands out for balance. On the exhale, airplane pose. Chest drops forward. Square the hips. Balance checks. Welcome. Please join me in finding balance. This right leg is talking to me. Big breath in. Breath out. Option to stay here at airplane or take it into half moon. Right hand to the mat. Left hand extending to the sky. Opening up the hips. Breath in. Breath out. No matter what position you're in. Both hands now square just underneath the shoulders. Left toes extending to the sky, finding that standing split. Big breath in. Breath out. Left foot drops down, heel toe out wide. Toes out, heels in, dropping in, yogi squat. Got a couple of choices here. You can stay here and work your yogi squat. This is also a great time if you want to hop into a quick crow pose. Your choice. Couple breaths. I'll meet you in down dog. So either stepping from your squat, maybe a pop back if you're in crow pose. Find your downward facing dog for a full breath in and a full breath out. And you know what I just remembered? We didn't release that left hip. Or right hip, it would have been the right hip. So man, let's do it real quick. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Left foot crosses in front of right. So we did this on the other side, but I missed it just then. So don't worry, we'll stay even. Play with the hands a little bit. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. There's the release for the right hip. I was feeling it. The second we went to that down dog, I was like, we missed something. We missed something. Oh, there it is. Big breath in. Hold for the breath out. Okey dokey, let's unwind the legs. One last vinyasa here, walking all the way out. High plank. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Knees down. Child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, forehead dropping down to the mat. Full breath in, full breath out. So from here, I'm going to take us out, coming to seated. So this is a really great time to press pause. Take your own Shavasana. If you're out under the full moon, even better. Take your own Shavasana. Any final poses? Since this was a little bit quicker, working in, working out, take the time that you need. Get what you need here on the mat. Release what you need here under this full moon. I'll take us out now with breath. So if you are pausing, you can click right back to this point when you're ready. Palms open, eyes closed. We'll take 3 breaths and then we'll tune it up so we can hear each other no matter where you're doing this flow. I'll hear your howl, sending it out to each other for this February full snow moon. 3 breaths followed by 3 howls. Nice big inhales. Open mouth on the exhale. Ha. Nice big inhales. Open mouth. Ha. Let's get one more just like that. Inhales. Open mouth. Ha. For the howls now, we'll inhale and the exhale will actually be the full articulation of your howl. The louder, the better. It's much like an om. We're sending this out into the universe. Nice big inhales. Howl it out. Ah. Inhales. Ah. Last one together. Let me hear you. Inhales. Ah. Hi, guys. Hi. Bringing hands together at heart center with gratitude to each of you under this February full moon. The light in me honors, sees, and loves the light in each of you. Namaste. Nice job, yogis. Happy full moon.